Good morning. Welcome to Money Matters. For those of you that are in the classroom, the textbook that we'll be using is called Mathematics for Business and Personal Finance. So if you are in the classroom, this textbook should be in the back of the room. Feel free to grab one. If you're not in the classroom, I am going to walk you through the various pages that we'll be using. So this is section 1.1. I'm just going to open, this is chapter 1 in section 1.1. So unit 2, but unit 1 was all a review. Chapter 1 is gross income. So that's on page 94 if you have the textbook in front of you. And today we are going to start with straight time pay. So I want you to think about just some examples that if you have a part-time job, how much do you make hourly? If you worked in McDonald's, let's say, and you made $15 an hour, right, and you worked for 2 hours, you would make or earn $30. 15 times 2 is $30. If you work 3 hours and you earned $15 per hour, or $15 was your hourly rate, then you would make 15 times 3, which is $45. So straight time pay is really just that simple. So the first thing I want to point out in this textbook is that they have some really great definitions, and I really believe that all of the definitions you'll see throughout the year are definitions or words that you're going to hear throughout your adult life. So it is so important for you to get comfortable with those words and what they mean, okay? So we're going to start with hourly rate. So if you're looking on with me, it says that some jobs pay you a fixed amount of money for each hour you work. This is the hourly rate. For example, you might receive $7.50 an hour from the local cinema to sell tickets and work at the concession stand. The $7.50 is the hourly rate. In the example we used at McDonald's, the $15 is the hourly rate. Okay? Then you're going to use the number of hours worked to calculate your straight time pay. So you take the hourly rate, the number of hours worked, and you'll be able to calculate your straight time pay. So straight time pay, whoops, a little breezy out this morning. So straight time pay is the total amount of money you earn for a pay period at the regular hourly rate. Now, if you look closely in blue, it says straight time pay equals the hourly rate times the hours worked. And when you calculate that, that's your straight time pay, or your gross income, or gross pay, or gross amount. Now, that's a word that you should know, gross income. So gross income is the income you earn before any deductions. And by deductions, I mean federal taxes, state taxes, health insurance, Social Security, disability, all of that great stuff that we have to pay. So your gross income is the amount you earn before any of those deductions, right? The net income, that's the second term, but it's not in this chapter. We'll get to that later. The net income is the amount after all of your deductions. But for right now, we're just going to focus on gross income and your straight time pay. So here's the first example. So Shauna is a mail clerk at an advertising firm. She earns $12 per hour, and this week she worked 39.5 hours. What is her straight time pay for the week? So again, we're looking at the formula. It says find the straight time pay, which is the hourly rate times the hours worked is going to give you the straight time pay. So the hourly rate, we see it right here. Here we go, $12, which we took directly from the problem, $12 times the hours worked, 39.5, or 39.5 when you put it into decimal form, and when you multiply that out, you get $474, which is your straight time pay. And it is that simple. Okay, so let's do some problems together. The first one is going to be right down here. You're going to find the straight time pay. Check your answers in the back of the book. So if you're in the classroom, you can check the answers. Number 1 says $7.60 per hour. So obviously this isn't a word problem like example 1, so you can see it in each form. So this one says $7.60 per hour times 40 hours, okay? So let's come down here to my paper. Whoops, we don't want that. So if we come down here, I was going to say downstairs. If we come down here to my paper that I've set up, I'm just going to move it over so it's out of the sun. So the hourly rate times the hours worked is the straight time pay, right? So in the example, the hourly rate was $7.60 times 40 hours gives you $304. So $304 is the straight time pay. And then if we go to concept check problem 2, it tells us that $7.90 per hour times 37 hours. So again, I've already worked that out. So question 2 is $7.90 times 37 hours is going to give you $292.30. So if you have a calculator, which if you're in class, they're in the back of the room. If we're not in class, you should have one very close by, or you can use your phone. You should be calculating these numbers alongside me, okay? A couple of things I want to point out before I end this lesson is notice that $292.30, it was not written as 292.3 because we're talking about money, right? So I'm really, we're Americans. We're all proud to be Americans. Make sure you're using your dollar signs and you're taking it out to the hundredths place. So there you have it. Make sure you use your dollar sign, right? Make sure you're using the correct dollar sign, not the old dollar signs. This is the current day dollar sign. And be sure you're taking it out to the hundredth place, okay? You're not going to write 292.3. If I see that on a quiz, that tells me you don't know that you're dealing with money, so you really don't know what you're calculating. So I will take points off for that. I will not take points off if you use your dollar sign and you take it out to the hundredth place because it's money. Okay, so we've done a couple of problems, only 2. There are 5 more problems for you to work on. If you go back into Teams and go to the section that says, if you go to the file for 1.1 within Teams in this classroom, you'll be able to go to section 4, which is elaborate, and there are 5 questions there. Whoops, you should be able to do all 5 questions. When you come to class or see me or Mrs. LaGruda, we'll work on worksheet 1.1, which is also a file in Teams, and you should be able to work quickly through those if you've done all these problems, and you will be graded as a quiz grade on that worksheet 1.1. And once you finish section 4 in the 1.1 straight time file in Teams, the 5 questions in the section where it's called elaborate, you'll get classwork credit for that. Any questions, feel free to come see me. My email address is ascholig at cave12mcsd.net. That's my email address. If you can't come see me, you want to email me, feel free. Any which way you need to reach out to me, please do. All right, have a great day, and we'll see you next time.